Welcome to my life. I went to London.
Hello. I'm going to London today because I need things and I'm a week out from the marathon and my body needs things. Yeah. Introvert time is not engaged because London has grown by probably another 100,000 people this week. We're going to Victoria's Secret today and to the infrared sauna. And then, I don't know. We'll see what else happens in London. London calling. London calling. Woo!
And let's get to the train station. Choo choo! This is the glorious water and all of the towers with the fancy people's yachts. I did not edit out the sound in this because Boris Bikes used to live here. And that Boris is not mayor of London. I guess his bikes go away too. And this is the montage of the mall. These doors are super squeaky, the people are very loud, and the doors keep going, and Inception going, and finally, the outside! Yay! And of course, today we're going to the Elizabeth Line. And let's get down these metal chariots and pay and get into the underground. I got no footage of the underground, so here's a nice photo to look at. But then I got off of Bond Street, and one thing about Elizabeth Line is that everything is so cool inside. It looks like something from Star Wars. I mean, just look at this tunnel. It's like the New Hope all over again. You just expect some sort of an Ewok to pop around the corner, and it's usually a small child or a dog or a full-grown human in some cases. And up the metal chariots. But take a look at this. You know you're in bougie town when there's screens on side of the walls instead of paper. And 1 hour later, I finally reached the hustle and bustle of the outdoors again. Check it out. I was gonna go into this park, and then I saw that the footpath was closed, so I said no, and instead decided to walk in this area. All over London, you'll see these blue signs, and these blue signs are where people used to live. Every taxi driver knows where every blue sign is. Fun fact. And down the streets of London, all sorts of fancy stuff I can never afford. And finally in front of me, I see cool stuff and naked women. And we found Victoria's Secret. Her secret looks to be mirrors. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Which bra is greatest of them all? Mission complete. I got my stuff, found my man, and now let's get back to London. I walked by all sorts of random people looking like flower gardens. These people dressed in garbage bags. These buildings looking like candy canes. These people walking on a very clean street. Flowers for sale in a window. You know you're rich when you're buying plastic flowers in a window. This guy walking in front of me. Oh yeah, I brought my own bag. Save the planet. And then I walked by Chloe. And you know what? Chloe has a secret too. She has a fungin. Take a look at that. And then I realized the cost of living crisis is clearly not in style these days. I mean, check out Burberry's facelift right across the street from Hermès. And Louis Vuitton and all of the people coming in. Right across the street from Dior. And all of these other fancy people just seeming to want to throw away their money So I decided to walk down the middle of the street like a Lamborghini. Happy! I don't have money, I don't have cars, but I have shoes, and I deserve the road just as much as all of them do. So I continued to walk. And walk. And walk. And here are the fathers of economics sitting right in the middle of consumer capitalism heaven. Seems quite ironic, but you know, Royal Academic School, go you. And then I entered Burlington Arcade. I didn't video a lot here because people kept staring at my camera, but I found this cute dog sitting right by a bunch of coins, so I was thinking of Dogecoin. And then I continued to walk more, and finally reached the outside again. If you know anything about Rocky Flintstone, you'll know what I'm coming up to. Yep, you got it. I am approaching the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in London. It's a fancy place where you can spend all of your hard-earned money all in one place. Such a great investment. And then I arrived to Green Park, along with all of these other glorious tourists, nicely labeled wearing orange backpacks. I appreciate it when tourists label themselves, so I know where they are, and probably that they'll be walking on the wrong side of the street. So I continued to walk, and I found Canada Gate. Yay! Everything is super gold for the coronation and marathon coming up. These are the chairs for both the marathon and coronation. This is the power for both of them. And as you can probably see from photos, this is the end point of the marathon. Buckingham Palace is obviously there. Usually there's not all of these huge flags put up around the area. I found that pretty strange just because it's never there. But yeah, that was that. And then I continued walking around the east side of the palace. I think it's the east side anyway. Around this really cool wall, and it has some cool stuff up top. You can hear how loud the traffic is. And then finally, I ducked into this cute little park with all of these pigeons and yellow flowers, because it actually smelt really good. And I knew that my allergies were going to be terrible the next day, but who cares? Flowers are blooming so short here, and you can see up there in the distance tourists of the 100,000 extra people we have here for the marathon this week. And hi, pigeon. And there's this nice little statue up here. And up ahead of us, we see Victoria Station. It's actually one of the prettiest train stations I think that London has. King's Cross maybe also beautiful, but this one's kind of nice and old. The inside, also old, but the outside looks awesome. And across the street, we see just normal London, normal people walking, lots of pubs getting ready for the coronation on May 8th, May 6th, sometime coming. And then I stumbled across this place that looks like East London. See, in East London, there's all sorts of bicycles in open area like this because it's a little bit cheaper to live. But apparently, if you live in Belgravia, you're not worried about costs because you literally live 10 minutes away from Dior and Versace and Louis Vuitton and all of the other fancy brands. And this cute little courtyard is here with some cool little artwork over here in the corner. And I finally reached the sauna, which I cannot wait for. Infrared sauna here is not as common as it is in Canada. So it was a little bit expensive, but a week out from the marathon, I decided this would be a nice way to just relax my body and get back into stuff. And then after that, it was time to go home. So I went back into Victoria Station. It was so loud here, so there's no noise. and waited for the Jubilee line, which, if you know anything about London, it is the loudest train line we have. But it saves my walking feet from walking more, and I can use the help right now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Bye.
Oh yeah, I got my hair done. Isn't it beautiful? Just say yes.